Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. If you're pondering where we are, we're in downtown Kato, Paphos, and we're in the main harbour car park. And of course, on top of all of that, I've brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world. And of course, her name is Miss Ochin Grasiviala-Booth.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again. What a luxury evening on the island of love.
It is indeed. Shall we go for a little walk through the car park and show people what's going on? But before we do that, Dame Anne, the girl in charge of the show, what do you think of that little frock? One of those little splendid outfits that's been hunted down and bought somewhere in downtown Paphos by the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Grasiviala-Booth.
Oh, the Christmas hasn't come yet, and I'm singing the song of Christmas. Never mind, I can do it.
Never mind, you can walk, Grasiviala-Booth.
I can do it.
Do what, Grasiviala-Booth?
Whatever I want.
So, we're on the downtown Kato Paphos promenade, and well, we're going to go and join it. So come with us, here we go. This is the main car park, by the way, and it's free of charge if you've got a hire car, or you've loaned a car, or perhaps even stolen a car in downtown Paphos. You never know. And if you want a bit of corn on the cob, well, if you come to the rear end of the car park, you'll find 3 corn on the cob sellers.
For sale. Do you want to buy it?
No,
Let's go and
I don't want to buy it. That's a BMW X3, and to be honest, it's a little bit past its sell date,
Yes, but
in my opinion. But it's officially for sale. There we go. So it's a KVG, so that's a Cyprus car registered about 2007. But no, I don't want to buy it.
No?
Let's get through the car park here and
Okay,
cut
what
through
popcorn?
a
Oh,
popcorn.
No, my lipstick will be gone.
You want
No
some popcorn?
How you call corn on
Corn
the cob?
on the corn on the cob, to use the correct word. Say it again.
Corn on the cob.
Cob, yes, on the cob. We're in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour car park. As I was saying, at the moment, it's free of charge, by the way. This land was donated to the municipality by a gentleman many years ago, and his stipulation was that the municipality were never allowed to charge for it. But of course, the Gumbarus at the top of the tree are working on little cunning plans in order to find a way of getting some spondoolies out of us. And their little plan at the moment is that they have to maintain it and put up the street lights and of course pay that electricity bill. So they're saying that they should be able to take the land, install some pay machines, and of course charge you and me. Of course, there's a bit of a legal wrangling going on, so let's wait and see what happens, and let's hope that it stays free of charge, because it is a great bonus for people who come to Paphos that haven't got to worry about getting back to their car, because we all understand that the councils around the world are a little bit naughty, they're a little bit cheeky, aren't they? They don't allow you to pay all day. No, they limit you to 2 hours, so you've got to keep on coming back, otherwise that little guy on a scooter is going to pop a ticket on your car, especially for you. There she is again, the most beautiful woman in the world. She's doing a bit of backwards walking, moon dancing and prancing. And over there is the Ocean Vision coach, by the way. So that's bringing people into the harbour, and that's the big boy parked up over there. The Ocean Vision, part of the ocean going operation known as Paphos Sea Cruises. There you go, Paphos Sea Cruises is right on the front of the bus, and they're coming into town, and of course they're going to get on that big boat and go out and have a bit of a party. And tonight is one of those crescendoing nights where there's firework displays at the very end. You get to eat, you get to drink, you get to dance. If you're lucky, you get to do a little bit of romancing, and of course, well, a bit of fireworks will be going off that a little bit later. Feast your eyes and digest. That is the beauty and the spectacality of the downtown Kato Paphos promenade and harbour area. I'm looking out across the, well, in the daytime it's the blue Mediterranean Sea. At the moment it's that little bit grey. But one thing's for sure, the sky's still looking that little bit of blue. Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue, so all that's actually missing is...
It's you, of course you. So get yourself on a big boat or a canoe and start paddling like crazy. That's because we all are waiting for you, and you don't come.
You don't come, no. get on a big bird and come and have a chat with us, because we are waiting especially for you. We're on the approach into the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour area, and if you want to go on a Jeep safari, well, this has got to be the one especially for you. The Evis Jeep Safari, the man in charge of it, the big man himself, Mr. Philates. There's his number. You can find him on Viber and WhatsApp, but always make sure that he puts his tongue out.
Hello guys.
Is it you?
Very busy, my friend.
Where's the tongue? There it is. That's Big Phil. Are you busy, Phil?
Busy,
Yeah?
busy, yes.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
Now is the high season for
Yes.
the August.
And you're doing well. That's what we like to see.
We have very, very beautiful programs for
It
the
does
families.
indeed, you know. Look at that. That's the Adonis Bass waterfalls, all included in the price. And then you've got the Jeep and the Deep. And if you want to go further afield up into the Trudos Mountains, look at that. Full day excursions. They start off at 8:30 in the morning and they finish on a grand finale at 4:30. And if you want to get a ticket, that's the man. The way it works is he'll take your details, your name, your address, a contact phone number, the apartment complex or the hotel complex where you're staying, and then you'll get a special phone call a bit later to confirm it all, and they'll pick you up at that agreed meeting point and then take the balance of your money. All you give to Phil is a little deposit, and I promise you, you're going to get a great trip indeed. And he is a legend on the Paphos Harbour. He's been at it for many years indeed. So if you're looking for a Jeep safari extraordinaire, come and see
Welcome
Mr.
guys,
Phil.
over there to the Paphos Harbour. I'm every day here,
You are as well, day and night.
day and night.
I think you live here. You do.
We live here. Yes.
Here's a start. If you want to go on a Jeep safari, that's got to be the man to come and see. Can we see a bit of it?
You know, I just looked at the sea. Oh my God, it's so clean. The water is so clean. It looks like a tear of the baby. Well, tear of the baby is very honest and very clean. This is what I have to compare it with. But it's amazing. Immediately the wish came to me to take off the clothes and jump straight away to this luxury sea in order to refresh myself. But I'm afraid that I've already been refreshed.
So, if you'd like to see Miss Watching Receiver Booth strip off and jump into the blue Mediterranean Sea, drop it in the comments and we'll see if we can twist her arm or two.
I think I will be doing it without any trying or the certain, preparation for this, because one of these days I really will be jumped in the sea without my will, and it's going to be especially for Mr. John.
I know, you're going to fall off a wall, especially for John Ricey, and get all wet. And there's no doubt that she's going to win that wet dress competition. We're at the start of the Kato Paphos Harbour area. We're about to storm it especially for you. One thing's for sure, it's looking absolutely perfect. Feast your eyes and digest. All of the paving is completed. There's now new street lights, there's new walls, there's new flowers and planting arrangements everywhere. There's new bins and there's new seating areas. And if you want a balloon, well, there's a man waiting especially for you. Paphos Harbour at its very best indeed. It really should be at the top of your list. If you're coming to Paphos, you've got to come to the Paphos Harbour. The restaurants provide you with great food, great entertainment, and of course great service. If you only want a coffee latte or something more exciting, I'm telling you, it's waiting there especially for you. What you're watching, Receiver Booth, you should be watching for the camera when it comes round.
Well, in one of our videos where we talk in between me and you, I'll tell it, but not now. I'm afraid I have to keep it, boil it, cook it, refresh it, and then present it to you.
You're going to keep it as a secret, is what you mean?
Yes, not really. I don't have a secret from our dearest family. Just don't get me wrong. I couldn't, something that I've seen and heard with my own ears. Luckily, I speak many languages and I understand many languages. So I heard something that it's ununderstandable.
You didn't like it, is what you're saying. There we go. If you're wondering about watching Receiver Booth, now and again we do get asked, what nationality is she? Well, Armenian father, Georgian mother, They lived in the Ukraine, they lived in Russia, and then she resided in Cyprus. She speaks 7 languages fluently, and you heard me correctly. English is her worst. She speaks fluent Russian. She's actually a profession of Russian literature. In our language, in English, you've got a school teacher, you've then got a lecturer, and then you've got a professor. Well, Miss Ochin Graceva-Labouth is at the very, very top of that tree. She is a professor of Russian literature. On top of all of that, she then speaks fluent Armenian. She speaks fluent Georgian. She speaks fluent Ukrainian, and she speaks better Greek than any Greek could ever speak, and probably speaks better English than most of us. And on top of all of that, she's now teaching herself German, Italian and Chinese. Wow.
What about Turkish? You forgot.
Oh, I forgot about the Turkish as well. Sorry.
Because the people would be sitting there now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Where is one language gone? Anyway, you're making me embarrassed, Mr. Paul. And I don't want to be looking like that.
She's a very, very clever lady indeed. And if you want to know what Ochin Graceva-Labouth actually means, well, wait for it. Here we go. Ochin.
Very.
Graceva.
Beautiful.
Labouth.
Love.
Love. So in plain simple English, what it means is very beautiful love. That's the movie star name that I came up for the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Marika, a little while ago, just before we started the YouTube channel. Marika is a unique name. It is a great, great special name. But I wanted to have something that a little bit special. Up there was Zsa Gabor. Ochin Graceva-Labouth was the words that I came up with in my very, very limited Russian. And to be honest, on top of being the love of my life, she is the love of many, many other people's life. And she really is a superstar. Anyone but anyone loves her to bits, and that's a fact.
And I love you all to bits, with all my heart, from the bottom of my heart and Mr. Paul's heart as well. Because when we see the luxury, lovely people, amazing people, with full of dreams, and the people who know how to make those dreams to come true, this is what all we need. This is all we are happy about. And you know, this is not important how rich you are or how poor you are. The personality of the person shows from the very beginning. The first word, impression of that very first word can give you an opinion for whole his life.
It can indeed. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Of course, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness. And while you're at it, why not click through to our About page, where you could consider to buy us a coffee or two. Buy me a coffee platform, totally safe, totally secure. Of course, you can buy us a coffee as a thank you, as a salute. Perhaps to motivate us to make a special little video for you. A happy birthday tribute, for example, to, well, I remember there was a lady called Lady Sharon. Thank you, Sir Philip. Thank you very much. And of course, there's a Sir Peter, who celebrated his birthday as we speak with the superstar known as Dayman. You can also help us out on the super thanks button itself. Sir Derek Scully, thank you very, very much. Of course, Lord Ritchie, thank you very, very much indeed.
Well, Mr. Paul, you're begging again. What's going on?
Always begging. Always,
well, I would
always.
like to tell you many, many thanks. Well, leave this Sherlock Holmes against the boat, on our boat, on their lovely people together with us. And I would like to tell you many, many thanks for being with us so long, giving us so lovely replies, loving you, and you love us, because we feel it every time on your comments, on your replies, on your time, attention. So please, please, I haven't asked you for a long time. I haven't begged, by the way. Please, please, can you come and see another of our madnesses? Many kisses from the bottom of our two.
Thanks for watching, and of course we'll see you again very, very soon indeed. On the topic of our boats, well, now and again we have to put the plank out and make the odd person walk the plank and jump off into the blue Mediterranean Sea. I don't know who that person's going to be, but I think that person knows who he is. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon indeed.